Hey guys, so today I thought I'd just make a quick video on how to improve some of your sound design in the context of a mix. More sort of smaller things that you would do, I guess, sort of in the middle or towards the end of your mixdown. Very subtle stuff, a few different plugins that I'll show you that I love to use in my productions. But yeah, let's get stuck in. So today I'm going to show you some sound design that I've done on this particular sound here, lead 3. I'll show you what it sounds like solo. And then sort of in the context of this whole track that I've been working on. So that's the sound, and today I'm going to break down a little bit of what I did here to get it to sound that way. So first up, what this basically is, the source of the sound is this preset that I got from another YouTuber. I'll link them in the description below so you can find this for yourself. Very handy preset pack that I recently discovered. Can't thank these guys enough for putting this together, but it really is quite simple and straightforward. It's just great to have this sort of preset pack to get your ideas started. But basically what it is this wavetable instrument with a series of effects behind it. So you've got saturator, got a delay, some auto pan, some reverb, and an EQ there as well. And what they've basically done is assigned all of these parameters over here to some dials that I've basically automated over the course of the track, as you can kind of see here. A few automation lanes in here. All this is a fairly simple MIDI sequence, as you can see. It's not entirely in key, but we don't really care about that at the moment. We've got a chord plugin here, just adding a second note, a second down from the root note in the MIDI clip here. And then I have this preset, Wavetable Preset, running through a series of effects here, so I'll go through what those are now. So what I've done here, I've just grouped all the effects that I've added to the end of this chain so that you can hear the effect that they're having on the sound. I'll show you what this sounds like completely, well, not dry, but you know, just as the preset had them sounding. So fairly dry, fairly plucky, fairly straightforward. Really good enough to use on its own, but I really wanted to make it my own, so this is what we've added here. So first up, I've added some saturation, this decapitated plugin from Soundtoys. Brilliant plugin. I'll show you what the effect that has on the sound. So adding quite a bit of character there, quite a bit of volume as well. I love this plugin just for adding a bit of oomph, changing the sound a little bit, making it a little bit gritty and less digital. The next thing I've got in the chain here is a little bit more distortion. This sort of stuff is fantastic for getting your sounds right in techno and the subgenres surrounding it. I've just selected a preset here, Add Muscle from Isotope, the Trash 2 plugin. This is what it sounds like. So a big boost in the overall volume there, a bit more character to the sound as well. These are really your fundamentals for getting things a little bit more unique, a little bit grittier, sounding almost like they're a little bit out of the box. These two plugins are absolutely phenomenal. Could not recommend them enough. I use them on literally everything. Next up, we've got a bit of EQ. I'll show you what it sounds like with and without that. What I've done here is sort of made a little bit of a cut to sort of fit in the percussion or the hats where they might have been clashing a little bit in the mix. Boosted sort of the fundamentals here at around 2K and around 200 hertz there, just to sort of give it a little bit more presence in the mix as well. Next up, we've added this slink filter from, I think it's Hypnus Records. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Another absolutely phenomenal tool, again, especially for techno. It's essentially this ever modulating filter that you can do just about anything with, really. I'll show you what the difference is. It's really next to none. So obviously in a bit more of a shorter span of time, you can't really appreciate it. Sort of a longer modulation tool to get the sound sounding a little bit more alive. Obviously this particular lead sound is on for a large portion of this track. It's only a little over 4 minutes, and this is going for more than half of the track, so it's pretty essential to have something like this on your track to add those extended like an extended form of modulation so that the listener doesn't get bored. Next thing I've added here is the real bus, TB real bus. This is, from my understanding, like a tape emulation, and I've set it to the charcoal setting and adjusted some of these settings here, again to give it a little bit of character and make it sound a little bit like it's coming out of a real synth, I suppose, and not a soft synth. Very subtle changes though. I'll let you hear what that sounds like. Very subtle character change there. Last two effects here, I've got auto pan and this imager from Ozone. Again, to add some longer modulation. It's pretty critical, I think, in techno to have modulation cycles spanning at different lengths. So obviously this is running at 0.2 hertz, and this is running at a rate of 4 bars. So you get sort of interlocking sequences of modulation. I'll show you what it sounds like with the auto pan here. Really best to wear headphones for this. I should have said this at the start of the video, but you're sort of missing out if you're not. I've also adjusted the amount here with an automation lane. Just to really build that tension as I'm leading into this this sort of drop here. Bring it back into a space where it's a little bit more mono sounding, and then bring it back somewhere closer to where it was to make it a little bit more interesting there. And then with the Ozone imager, This is a tool that I've really mostly used for monitoring, but also I've tied back the width a little bit here. You can see I've brought it back by 41%. Just to aid a little bit more in the mixdown process when I'm really trying to fit everything together and make sure that it's mono compatible. So that's it for the video today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Feel free to subscribe if you like. I'll have some more stuff just like this, and hopefully better as time goes on, coming up hopefully every single week. Yeah, let me know what you think.